Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? Russ here from Porky's Corner. The biggest gob in sport. I say the things on here that nobody dare say. Here we are, video 18 for September. We're smashing it today, aren't we? I've got my mojo back. So hopefully I'll get these injuries I've got sorted soon and get a new camera and we'll be up and running back on full strength. Right. Big shout out to my sponsors, Human Nutrients. All right. Also, I'll give a big shout out to Spartan Demolition and Welcome Estates. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. If you need to know anything about human nutrients, click on the link pinned in the comment section. Pop, pop, bang. Right. Carl Froch, somebody I know very well. His legacy is on trial at the moment. Now, we've all seen what's happened. He obviously wants to get in the mix at Saudi. He's was very scathing of the Saudi regime. He's had a little taste out there, and now all of a sudden he's fell into line like the rest of them, which is a dying shame, especially for me because oh God, what he my hero. But everybody knows that. At least I'm honest. The man's CV is second to none in this country after Lennox Lewis. Second to none, right? Nobody can dispute anybody that's our first World Championship bronze medal. I think it was day before Davy Day won a medal. That's his amateur. Is he a two-time ABA senior champion? Whatever. Uh, but his professional career is absolutely immaculate, in it, more or less. You know, starting out against Michael Pinnock at York Hall, and then obviously going all the way to British out English level, English Commonwealth, sorry, then British title outright, and some of the guys that he's beat here along the way, you know, unbelievable. You know, you can go on forever on that. You know, there's the domestic guys. You know, your Damon Haig, Matthew Barney. You know, then you've got your Tony Dodson, and then after that you've got Robin Reed, former Olympic bronze. Brian McGee, an Olympian and former WBA champion. Reed, WBC champion. So he had a good grounding then. You know, Albert Rebacki undefeated. Then you've got Pascal undefeated, an Olympian who up until a couple of years ago was still a world champion. He done Pascal. He went on to beat Chad Dawson, took his O. He was pound for pound Dawson. Uh, done him. Jermaine Taylor, first defense. He done him. You know, in America, first defense. Joe Calzaghe's were Branko Sobot, a goat herder from Armenia in Cardiff at home. Frochers were in America. Jermaine Taylor had just done Jusky Jeff Lacey's second defeat after Calzaghe beat him, and he'd done Hopkins twice. And he were never really bossing that fight, but he come on strong, didn't he? Done Taylor. Took Andre Dirrell 0. You know, he ended up with IBF interim champion one. He took his 0 Olympic bronze medalist he was. Done Kessler, done Arthur Abraham. He'd never been beat in ring. He'd only got a disqualification on his record for Dirrell, who won an Oscar. Everybody said he was going to get flogged against Abraham. He won every round. Done Glenn Johnson. Done him. That went Super 6. You know, he could hardly dodge that fight. He'd got wins over top guys like Roy Jones and other top light heavyweights. Done him. You know, he'd done Boutte. Boutte with his 11th defence, he were classed as the man. Done him. He weren't a favourite in that fight. Done Yusuf Mack. Chopped him down like cheddar cheese. You know what I mean? We all know he beat Kessler. But he done Groves twice. He fought Kessler in Denmark. Kessler won't come to UK to fight him. Done him in Denmark. Calzaghe won't go to Denmark. So his career is absolutely solid. He's in Hall of Fame and he's got an MBE, as I very well know. So, what's wrong then? What's the problem? Why would a legacy like that be on trial? Well, it's the same as Mike Tyson's, isn't it? He fought Jake Paul, didn't he, for 20 million and never let his hands go. Took the 20 million. It now says 7 defeats on his record. How can these people brass themselves off like that? How can that be? How can that be? Would Froch sell his soul in an exhibition against Jake Paul and take a loss on points? Would he? In an exhibition? I don't think he would. I think he just wants to fill somebody in personally. But I hope he fills Jake Paul in. But if it happens, where does that leave boxing if they're going to fight at cruiserweight? Them two. Where's it leave boxing? Hey, what is it a free for all now? This is this a free for all? I want to know. I don't think it's a lot to ask me that. I don't think it's a lot to ask when you've got double digits with wins over world champions and 4 belts at home, WBA, 2 WBCs and an IBF, all them belts at home, millions in bank and that. And you're still wanting to be in the limelight. I don't know. It's a strange one, isn't it? For somebody in the 49th year. I think it's very, very strange. How you want to fight somebody who's over 20 years younger than you. Was he 27, 28? That kid's like a young kid, isn't he, Jake Paul? But Tommy Fury beat him. Tommy fumbles. The man that's just run an half a marathon at an average of 7 minutes a mile. Eh? 7 minutes a mile. The day after, doing a triathlon, whatever they call it, 100 kilometres. He's saying he completed that, then gone and done the Great North Run. We've all seen it in the Daily Mail, haven't we? Shoving the guy out to run the last few hundred yards. It's totally embarrassing, isn't it? What's he going to do? Is he going to do one tomorrow? And then is he going to be known as a tough man or an Iron Man? What's going on here? There's enough paparazzi there at the end to take pictures of him and his wench Molly May and the little girl. Is that what it's all about? PR stunts. Is that what it is like Anthony Joshua when he's in Dubai with his little boy in the sea wanting privacy, but paparazzi there from Daily Mail? Is that where we're at now? People trying to sell themselves to public as wholesome people when, if truth be known, Tommy Fumbles has been juiced out of his mind since he was 15. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. No drug testing in every single one of his fights as a pro. What? He doesn't think I'm stupid. When that ice breaks, I'm waiting. I'm watching from afar. That's what I do. So it is what it is. But Carl Froch, is he going? Is he going to fight Jake Paul? Personally, I don't think it happens. I think he's doing it for views, just to nick a few quid on YouTube because he's got no Sky Sports money coming in. There's obviously no room at DAZN for him. Otherwise, he would be a pundit on DAZN. So there's no room at DAZN. If Eddie Hills loved him, he'd go on his channel. Right? Eddie would have been on his channel now, but Eddie's with Joshua, so there's no room at the inn for DAZN for Froch because Bricktop's there as well. There's nothing at Sky Sports. They're the only 2 games in town. He's not going to do a fight zone for 300 quid as a pundit for Big Ron, is he? And Ben Shallam's struggling with this BBC deal to put out together, and who's going to work with him? Is he to miss? So he's got his YouTube income now, hasn't he? So with his Asian mate, Manny. I'd love to see a conversation with them too. Oh my God. Hey? Hypocritical behaviour, but his legacy for me, it worries me because I don't want to see a blot on that perfect record. Beat everybody he's fought except Ward, who wouldn't come to UK. You didn't want to fight at City Ground, did you, Ward? You put a glass eye to sleep, you Ward. But it is what it is. I just think it's a shame if he fights Jake Paul because it means that you can trample over people, backstab people, and do anything you want and lick male arsehole and still get your own way. I don't think it's right. But if he does fight Jake Paul, I hope he smashes him to bits. But I don't want him to spoil that record. I mean, what is he doing hanging around with these misfits? I said it before and I said it again the other day. Would Marvin Hagler be hanging around a misfit show with a camera and a cameraman? Hey, would Marvin Hagler be doing that? Would he? Not on your Nelly. So I just think it makes Hall of Fame look tacky, doesn't it, really, and brings the sport into disrepute. So would Sugar Ray Leonard be hanging around the Misfits show? Would Mickey Ward? No, they wouldn't. Not on your Nelly, men's men. All right, but it's amazing, isn't it, what a pound note will do to people. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. Oh, just for the record, we've just fired up Porky's International. We can put anything we want on there. It's been cleared by legal people because we're going to be going into some, what's the word? Controversial topics, shall we say, on Porky's International. So all you people that watch Porky's Corner, just type in Porky's International. That's our sister channel. Feel free to go and have a look. I'm just going to stick one a day on there for next month and just to see how it goes because there's more to life than boxing, isn't there? All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. And if you feel like you need to watch some videos later on this week, you need to join our members area because there's some corkers lined up for this week. Oh, yes. The members area is going to get treated properly again. All right. We're back. All right. We had an holiday, had a few injuries, but we're back in the saddle. Okie dokie. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. We should have Ellis on this week, Kent, Terry, Ryan. I think I'm out Saturday night with Mikey from West Brom. So it's all good stuff. It's all good stuff. Go on. Peace out. Booyaka. Oi, big conk. If you fight Jake Paul, don't have a low left because he's got a good overhand right. You don't want to be getting caught by that, do you? You know, we've been 12 years out at ring. We don't want that. We don't want that nose exploding, do we? Or your Tipex teeth getting chipped. Go on, pop, pop, bang. Booyaka.